All right, hello everyone, and welcome back. This episode here, I got a question, and I'm a little surprised and pleased at the same time that I got so many views and such a. Uh, I just released Bitcoin Trade 19 and already getting some views and some answers. So, anyways, this viewer had a question for me. Great video. Thanks for doing this. What do you think about other cryptocurrencies like Peercoin and Litecoin? So here's let's just go on to the like I said, what everybody wants to see is a chart, right? Let's see some price action move. Okay. All right. So you all get to see this while I'll talk. All right. Make see it a little bit better like this. So basically, other cryptocurrencies. If you've seen some of my previous episodes, I've mentioned other cryptocurrencies and my opinion about them. For example, Litecoin. So there here is a Litecoin to U.S. dollar, and that's that's the price of Litecoin U.S. dollar. And a lot of these. Here's the thing for me is the reason why I deal only in Bitcoin is it's the most traded right now. It's also the most value per coin. I don't know how many coins are out there, but per coin it's $900, and then you look at you know Litecoin's only 22. So the closest thing to Bitcoin is Litecoin. And the only issue I have with other cryptocurrencies is they're nothing more than copies of Bitcoin, because apparently this is all open source. I mean, uh, you know, Wells Fargo, B of A, and what else? Chase. They could all make their own cryptocurrencies if they wanted to. This is all open source. But the point is, um, Bitcoin was the first. Bitcoin is by far the most popular and well known, and the most value. So, um, you know, I think, if people want to do other coins, that's fine. That's up to you guys or ladies. But what what I think is, well, it doesn't matter what I think. It's what you all think. But if you want my opinion is that it's not really worth it, because there's like first place, second place. I mean, nobody remembers the loser of the, nobody went, no, not a loser, but nobody remembers the second place person versus the first place person, right? Nobody, everyone knows who landed on the moon's first. Everyone knows who was first to do whatever, first to break the sound barrier, first to run a mile in under 4 minutes, that kind of stuff. You know, there's something to there's something to being the first, and Bitcoin being what it is, being the first, and also only a limited supply. It tends to mean a lot more in perception of value. I mean, the first cryptocurrency to really have any value. I mean, I'm sure maybe there's been other, slash and quote unquote currency. I know there's in some places around the world they call them vouchers. You know, but my main issue with other cryptocurrencies is there's not really a market right now, and it would just be an investment risk, in my opinion. So basically, what I'm saying is that here, let me try, see, so you can see this a little better. Basically, what I'm saying is that you know, if you're in it, um, if you're trying to get in on something uh, like what Bitcoin was in the beginning. It was first considered a joke, and then eventually got some traction, and then it got a big boost, and now it's like almost mainstream. Um, you're taking a chance. What Peercoin, Litecoin. Um, as far as Litecoin, I mean, I know it's there, but the problem with Litecoin is that there's only a few places and you can get it, from what I understand, from mining Litecoin from miners, is that it's more harder to mine for Litecoins than maybe Bitcoins. That's what I've heard. I don't mind. Um, I don't own any mining rigs or any eruptors or anything like that, or I'm not part of a mining pool. So I work with miners. I work with mining pools. If there's any other mining pools that want to approach me, that's great. Come and approach me, and I'll see what I can do as far as bringing your coins out to market. Um, but as far as trying to, I just don't see any play in other coins. Even Litecoin, as I have a graph here or a chart. A lot of what Litecoin does is basically off of what Bitcoin does. And let me see if I have a. Hold on here. I might have another. Let me see. I might have another site here where. Let me see. Okay, so Bitsy. Bitsy is the only other site that I know that if you can see it right there, Litecoin. So this is how much your Litecoin is worth in bitcoins. It's point 0.0256. So or look, it says here Litecoin to US dollar 19. Although on this one it says something else, which is kind of weird. But maybe the website needs to be refreshed. There we go. I'll refresh it. Control. So it's refreshing. There we go. All right. So Litecoin it's not $19. It's $23, and then point 0.02774, whatever it is. So and then they got Litecoin to ruble, Litecoin to euro, and they have other cryptocurrencies, peer-to-peer coin, and you get an idea of what peer-to-peer coin is worth. $5.07 to the US dollar, point fractional peer-to-peer. I mean, there's all these other things here. And let me click on Litecoin so we could see a graph. Hopefully, a graph come up. So there's a graph, and there's some buy and sell price. So this is the only place where I know where you can get Litecoins, other than from maybe an actual person, a dealer, broker, like someone like me. If anybody wants to deal in Litecoin, I mean, I definitely can get you Litecoin and some of the other ones, but you have to go to some of these other cryptocurrency exchanges, and some of them don't really have that a lot volume. And another thing about Bitstamp is you could probably open an account there, but trying to get money there. Let me try to show you what. Let me see here if I can find let me see here. I'm gonna have to log in. Anyways, when I first got into Bitcoin, Bitsy was I opened accounts with all three major U.S. Bitcoin exchanges, and Bitsy is, and I call it Bitsy because it's BTC, Bitcoin, and E. But if you say it, it sounds like Bitsy, Anyways, what I found was that this is obviously I don't know exactly where it is, but they do offer rubles, and a lot of it seems to be in Russian, and although they'll have it in English and they'll have it in Chinese, but I mainly call this the Russian site because they offer rubles, and it seems like it's more Russian influence than anything, or Russian in origin. So, but I'm not sure if it really is Russian. So, anyways, when I first started, you can wire money, and you're able to load your account and buy Bitcoins here, or Litecoins, or anything else. Now, I don't know if you can open an account, but now they don't even accept any wire transfers from U.S. banks or from U.S. citizens. So I don't know what the deal is. I know there's recently been a rift with Russia and U.S. since all the you know the Eric Snowden, NSA leaker, or whistleblower, or traitor, or spy, or whatever you want to label, Eric Snowden as. But ever since then, it seems like anything that's related to Russia with American relations seems to be, getting a little unstable. But anyways, the problem with Litecoin and some of these other coins, is that they're pretty relatively new. They're basically copies of Bitcoin, and as more coins come in, it kind of really dilutes the market. And I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for something that I know, that I have a feeling that works. And right now, let's go back to the viewer here who had that question. Okay, so the answer to my question is, what do I think about other cryptocurrencies like Peercoin and Litecoin? Well, I've mentioned in my previous episodes that they're just copies, and I really don't deal with them until they become a certain value, that I can work with to attract buyers and sellers. And the more you get into these weird currencies, I mean, there's a cryptocurrency called Kanye West. Some of these are just straight ridiculous in some sense. Right now, Bitcoin is where it's at as far as money. Bitcoin has real teeth, has real money in the game, and people have real money in Bitcoin, and they're not gonna. I just don't think they're gonna go anywhere else. I think all these other copycats are gonna fall. There maybe Litecoin will be a backup, but here's the problem with Litecoin. Okay, so like I'm showing you, there's many indices as far as Bitcoin US dollar, but if you look at Litecoin, there's only basically one. And the way I work with Bitcoin, if you see my previous episodes, is I'm buying at a lower price and selling at a higher price instantaneously at the same time, and I'm able to do that because of the wide use. Excuse me. Maybe I zoom in or zoom out. I'm not sure. Anyways, there's the wide use of Bitcoin in different markets, allow me to do that. And there's also the exchanges themselves. Excuse me, let me see if I can, maybe will it autofocus? It's in focus, kind of. Okay, there we go. So there's three major indices. They all have different prices. Even if you can, well, there's four if you include this Chinese one. So there's four major indices here. And this is converted to whatever Chinese money to U.S. money. And so you get an idea of the price of Bitcoin. With Litecoin, that's kind of it. If you're gonna do something like Litecoin, you might as well just go ahead and buy a stock or whatever, and just trade back and forth on that, because that's all you're gonna be doing. You may be able to convert Litecoin to Bitcoin, Bitcoin to Litecoin, and vice versa with US dollar. But in the end, there's only one price with it. I guess you can negotiate, kind of what I've done, bring Litecoin out to the real world by doing real world trades with Bitcoin and or dollars. But then you need another wallet. You need a different kind of wallet. You need to, I think they have some kind of like blockchain with Litecoin. And that's your personal choice. It'd be similar to like a gold and silver concept, but this is technology. This is you could do fractional amounts of Bitcoin that equal to one Litecoin. So why would you even bother with Litecoin? Maybe for whatever reason, maybe it's, I don't know. I'm not a computer nerd person, so I don't know the benefits as far as how to use Litecoin and everything. But I don't even bother, because making 1% on Bitcoin, I mean on Litecoin, you just have to buy more. Like you'll buy 100 to buy 200. You know, if you want to buy 2,000, you buy 2,000 Litecoins, and then you'll hope that it kind of goes up in use and popularity. But in my opinion, it's a far second from Bitcoin. I mean, look at the price of Bitcoin versus Litecoin. So I don't like splitting. You know, with stocks and everything, you have shares, and they're split and they're split and split again, to make it seem like for a new buyer, a cheaper price to come in at. But when you really look at it, you're really getting a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a stock. So with that in mind, you know, Bitcoin being the price it is, and you can fractionalize Bitcoin, you know, as much as you want. So the true supply of Bitcoin, I mean, one Bitcoin, yeah, you'll have what, I don't know, 12 million or whatever is out there. I don't know. There's something in here that'll tell you how much are in circulation. But if you break it down to its fractions, I mean, you're looking at endless possibilities of how many Bitcoins are truly out there. I mean, that's what's great about Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies is you know, you don't have to add zeros to the dollar amount to get the same thing. You actually are fractionalizing your Bitcoins to get the same thing. So I mean, you can go how many decimal points to the right as long as they print money. And you know, if Bitcoin goes to $1 million, I mean, you know, to get $100, you're what is that, 1/millionth or 1/100th of a Bitcoin, 1,000th of a Bitcoin. So I mean, you can go as far to the right as you want, as long as it takes, as long as they keep printing money. That's fine by me. So I hope that gives you an idea of my opinion on other cryptocurrencies. My opinion is I don't really care for them. I don't even bother with it, because they're all kind of basing their model off of Bitcoin, and some of them actually react in price, you know, pegged off of Bitcoin. So why bother? You know, I don't see anybody accepting Bitcoins, I mean Litecoins as payment. I don't see any major retailer. So it'd just be a pure speculation, which is fine, you know. But that's my opinion on it, and I hope that helps you. I did mention it in a previous episode about other cryptocurrencies and how I felt that they were just copycats for the most part. There's something about being the original cryptocurrency, and you know, that means more, to be the first to be popular, first to have some real teeth and money involved, the first to be considered like you know, something that is threatening to the Chinese government. I mean, that's big. I mean, you know, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, you know, scared China. You know, and supposedly China's supposed to be the next superpower, but they're not acting like a superpower. You know, they're acting kind of scared. So, you know, Bitcoin's the first to do it, the original, and there's something about owning something that's original versus a copycat. And I think that's the big difference. You know, the first person to land on the moon, the first person to run a mile under 4 minutes, the first person to get to the North Pole, the first person to make it to the Americas, the first person to, you know, go to outer space, whatever. That's in the history books forever. Anything after that, well, you're just following. So that's my opinion about it. I hope that this answers your questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment, like, dislike, even do a video response. And thank you for watching. Bye.